Okay. Are we good? Are we streaming? I think it's working. All right. Yep. All right. I think we're live successfully. Okay. Mana. Mana. All right. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for everybody who wants to join. Hello, 1-800. Sorry, Sayuar my baka. What's up? Hello. All right, yay! People are coming in. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's so cool to have you guys here. Oh, wow! So many people are coming in. Hello. I wish I could say hi to each and every one of you, but it's flying by so fast. All right. So, guys, this is something I don't normally do, and it's not going to be a regular thing because I don't think I have the stomach for it. Literally, don't have the stomach for it. But, before November wraps up, the Thanksgiving season, I thought it would be funny to at least try this. This is my attempt at a mukbang. I've never understood mukbang videos. I've never understood why people like to watch someone eat. But a few things. One, I love interacting with you guys, so any excuse to do another live video is wonderful. I'm glad you like my shirt, thank you. So any excuse to do another live video is great. And two, I like to eat, so, why not eat and interact with you guys? But I am the mythology guy, so this is going to be a mythology-themed mukbang. Yeah, this ain't gonna be yo mama's mukbang. This gonna be a very special kind of mukbang. So yeah, actually when I announced this, a lot of people were telling me, don't do it, you're gonna destroy your health, you're gonna end up like the other mukbangers, and I appreciate the concern, I do, but like I said, this ain't gonna be a regular thing. I'm just doing it as a Thanksgiving thing, and if you guys really, really like it, I'll do it again next year. Like, I wouldn't do this kind of thing more than once a year, honestly. I don't want to give me yo mama. No, sorry, Pikachu, I can't do that. I thought you were going to read. Aw, well, the video's called Mythology Mukbang. I don't know why you thought I was going to read. Oh, do you mean read the comments? Oh, I'm trying to. I'm trying to keep up with them, but the main theme of this video is the mukbang. And of course, guys, what mythology-related eating video would be complete without the Horn of Plenty? Yes, I managed to acquire it. Don't ask how I got it. A lot of people did not die, but a lot of people were mildly inconvenienced. The inconveniences were very mild, but this is indeed the actual Horn of Plenty. Yep, this was Acheron's horn at one point, or Amalthea's horn, depending on what version you read. Let's just assume there are two horns of plenty. I think that's the better way to think about it. So I got one of them. What am I going to eat? Well, that's a wonderful question. Guys, what would I eat that's mythology related? First of all, I have to honor the great god Poseidon. And there's only one way to honor the great god Poseidon. With water. And you know what? There's ice cubes in here to honor the goddess Scotty. Yeah, we're off to a really tough start here. Yeah. But I'm not just honoring Poseidon with this. I'm also honoring, who else am I honoring? I'm honoring, Calciatlique from Aztec mythology. The title is wrong. Let me see, hold on. Oh, shit, no. That was not supposed to be the title. Stupid YouTube. I hate how YouTube changed everything. God damn. I'm sorry, you guys. I should have triple checked that, but I actually wrote in a completely different title. I don't know why they changed it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm completely sorry about that. I've changed it. I've changed the title. That's my bad. That is 100%. No, it's not 100% my bad. It is 50% my bad and 50% YouTube's bad, because they changed how the system works, and I hate it. I completely hate it. Will you sign my glasses? Bring them over here and I'll sign them. Alright. But with this glass of water, I am honoring Poseidon, I am honoring Njord, I am honoring Sobek, and I am honoring Calciatlique, and I am honoring... who else? Guys, can you guys name water gods? Who here's got a good water god? Me, you're honoring me. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear I'm honoring you, B says hi. Help, this is so funny. Are you laughing at the gods I'm honoring? They're not going to be happy about that. Are you going to eat a pomegranate? I will actually address that soon. Honoring Aquaman? Ah, good point. Aquaman is very mythology. He is actually myth-related, but he's not in actual Greek mythology. Eat water. I shall eat the water in honor of the gods. There, see, I chewed the water and then swallowed it. Brigid, the triple goddess. Yeah, that's a good point. Will you be partaking in wine? Well, how can I not partake in wine on a mythology day? But I should, of course, eat something. Now, you know what's really famous in Greek mythology, and in a lot of mythology? Boars and pigs. So first, we're going to eat the Caledonian boar, who has been fortunately condensed into this little weenie. So this is, I call this the Caledonian boar's weenie. I'm going to eat it now. Alright. He is Caledonian no more. Aegir and Ran. Yeah, those are water gods. Good one. Mermaid, man. Frey's dad in Norse mythology. That's a good point. Hildisvíni is also a very famous boar mythology. Oh, by the way, though, because this is a mythology video, why don't I give you a rundown of the boar I just ate? Now, the Caledonian boar was a boar created by Artemis and sent to ravage a town that she was mad at. The boar was gigantic, and it could shoot thunderbolts out of its mouth. Really cool and pretty unique. There aren't a lot of creatures in Greek mythology I know of that shoot thunderbolts out of their mouth. If you know of one, please let me go. That's a pig in a blanket. It's a boar in a blanket. Thank you very much. Yeah, so, but a hunting party was brought together to fight the boar, including Menelaus and Atalanta. If you know Atalanta, she's a famous, incredibly fast huntress. And they fought against the boar, and at one point Artemis was stopping several of them from being able to kill the boar, like she would knock the tips off their spears and stuff. But in the end, Atalanta managed to take on the boar and distract it. She fought it one-on-one, while Meleager came up and killed it with a spear. So that's how the Caledonian boar was killed. And Meleager was a good guy. He gave Atalanta all the trophies. He said, couldn't have killed it without you. You did most of the work. You take the trophies. See, good guy Meleager. So naturally, he was viciously taunted by his uncles for doing that. And so Meleager did the sensible thing and killed both of his uncles. You know, happy ending. Oh, but the ending gets even happier, because when Meleager's mother found out he killed his uncles, she got so mad that she took a log that Meleager's life was connected to and threw it in the fireplace, killing him. Woohoo! Atalanta got a happy ending, though. Oh, no, she didn't. Her story goes on, but we'll get into that later. Alright, but as a lot of people were pointing out, there is another boar in Norse mythology, Hildisvíni. And so, we of course need to eat a little Hildisvíni weenie. That's what I call this one, the Hildisvíni weenie. So let's eat the Hildisvíni's weenie. You guys are funny. Honor Gaia and eat some dirt. So I just ate the Hildisvíni weenie. Oop! Shit. Some stuff fell over. Give me 1 minute, you guys. I gotta get it. Alright. Okay, got the stuff that fell over. Sorry about that. Oh, there's something else I didn't put away. Okay. Okay, that's all fixed. Alright. Eat the lightning. How would I eat the lightning? 84 people in the chat. That's cool. Did you just say Speeny Weenie? No, I said Hildisvíni Weenie. I ate the Hildisvíni Weenie. You guys should, by the way, if you guys have any leftover Thanksgiving food, you guys should join me. Honor Kronos by eating a clock. Actually, speaking of honoring Kronos, Kronos ate his own children, if you may recall. So I am going to eat some kids live for you guys on the stream. Alright, so here we go. Here's a kid, a Sour Patch Kid. This one's green. This one represents Demeter, that Kronos swallowed whole. So I will have to swallow this whole myself. Bye-bye, Demeter. Alright. But of course, you can't just eat one kid. One kid, that's nothing. That's an appetizer. That's a pre-appetizer. We gotta eat another kid, naturally. So now, let's eat this little blue one. That'll represent Hades. So yeah, that's, why is Hades blue and not black? There aren't any black Sour Patch Kids. Deal with it. Now, swallow that one, too. It didn't all go down, so I just chewed on him. It's okay, he's a god. He'll survive. Please don't choke. I'm okay. Bro, I was scared. Sorry, guys, I had to eat Hades. Legit thought he was gonna bring in a goat, since they're called kids. That actually would have been hilarious. You're eating kids. Sorry, but guys, I only ate 2 kids, and to be honest, that's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. It didn't do it for Kronos, did it? So of course, we're gonna have to eat another kid. We're just gonna have to. There's no getting around this. This yellow one. This one is Hestia, because glowing brightly like the hearth of Mount Olympus. What a wonderful child. What a wholesome child. What a tasty child. Hestia is bestia. Of course. Quality content, thank you. Stop eating kids. Eat a stone. Oh, I should have got some Pop Rocks. That would have been great. Next time. Sorry, guys, I don't have a rock nearby I can eat. That would have been great. That would have been great. How did I not think of that? See, you guys are the real MVPs over here. Alright, but of course, I may have eaten Demeter, Hades, and Hestia. There's a lot of debate which one of them is the oldest, so I ate those 3 first. But of course, come on. 3 kids? 3 kids. Do you know how small kids are? Kids aren't going to fill up this belly. They're not. Obviously, Rhea, we're going to have to pork so that you can pop out another baby and I can eat it. Oh, what's this? What's this baby's name? Oh, a little blue baby. Wow, let's name it Poseidon. Yay, Poseidon, god of the seas. What a nice kid. No more Poseidon. Sorry, Rhea, can't have him taking over. Can't have him taking my land from me. God of the seas, he's a bit salty. And in honor of Poseidon, more water. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone knows the Kronos story. How there was a prophecy that one of his kids would overthrow him. So every time he and Rhea would make a baby, he'd just swallow it whole. Which is like, why didn't you just stop having kids? I believe that's a joke I made. Oh god. But wait, guys, is it really enough? Is it enough to just eat 4 kids? 4 is such a weird number. What's a good number? 5. So Rhea, let's have another kid, and let's name it Hera. Look at this little green baby, because peacocks, What a lovely little green little Hera. Alright. Well, Hera, I thought it was Neptune. Neptune is Poseidon's Roman name. Well, Hera, you seem like a very interesting woman. Yeah, another kid, sorry. This is a reenactment of Kronos' parenting techniques, so you all can learn from it. Sorry, no more Hera. Oh. But then, you know what happened after that, right? Of course, he ate a rock, but unfortunately, I didn't think to get a rock. You guys have some good suggestions. Oh my god, thank you so much for the $5 donation, Voicer MMI. He says, love your content, man. Big on Norse, and learning about all these other mythologies is honestly really inspiring. Keep up the great work, my guy. Thank you so much. That's so sweet, man. Wow, wasn't expecting to get a donation. That's really nice. But yeah, on the topic I was saying before, yeah, it would have been a really good idea to get some kind of rock to eat. I'm sorry, I really didn't think of that. Next time. But of course, you guys know what happened to Kronos after he swallowed all the kids. And bro, you're talking to them, then eating them? No. Hey, at least I'm bonding with them before they die, you know? I don't think Kronos did that. But you know what Kronos did next, right? He puked them all up. So, it's time. Here we go. All right, let's puke them all up. Let's get... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. Get food from the Horn of Plenty? Of course. Where do you think I've been pulling all the food out of? It's all been coming out of the Horn of Plenty. But, you know what else is interesting, you guys? You know what else is interesting? So, we have just simulated Kronos eating all of his children. Where do we really go from there? I'm thinking chicken, you know? You know how when people eat their kids, they say tastes like chicken? People say that, right? Oh, eat a hot dog for Aphrodite? You know what? For you guys, I will. This is the Aphrodite weenie, because Aphrodite likes weenies so much. This is how I will bond with her. Eat liver for Prometheus. That's a good idea. You know what? Next time I do this, I'm going to put up a post and have you guys suggest things. That's what I should have done this time. But, have you guys ever heard of the 3 roosters of Norse mythology? Have you? Have you heard of them? The 3 roosters are the roosters who will signal Ragnarok when it happens. And their names are, let me see, I think the first one is named Gullinkambi, the second one is named Fjalar, and the third one is named... There is no name. He's just known as, like, nameless, you know? It's, oh, this chat has a... Okay, yeah. So, yeah, there's Gullinkambi, Fjalar, and Nameless. Like, he's literally called Nameless. And their crows will signify Ragnarok. But, guys, I've saved you. I've saved all of you. Because I went out and made sure that those crows will not be signaling Ragnarok, because here we have Gullinkambi. I made him into a little nugget. Look at him. Look at him here. You think he can still crow? I don't know, but let's make sure he can't. No more Gullinkambi. Eat their heads first? What part of this is the head? Like, this one's Fjalar, by the way. He put up quite a fight. He was a very loud rooster. In fact, I think I may have made him crow, which will lead to Ragnarok. But, you know what? No time to think about that, because now we have to make sure there's no more Fjalar. No more you. I want to see them in God of War. Me too. I actually think we may have seen Nameless in the last one, because there was a huge bird in Helheim. And for those of you who don't know, that's where Nameless resides, in Helheim. They live in, like, the afterlives. And Nameless, but let's see if Nameless is also flavorless. No, he's actually pretty tasty. See? Norse gods... I've got a way for you to prevent Ragnarok. Take note. Take note. Ends religion by eating everything. No, not the nugget. Third rooster is named Ted. Oh, eats the 3 and then it suddenly starts snowing. Uh-oh, Thimble Winter. Do you guys know of any other mythological chickens or roosters? Any other big roosters in mythology? I believe there's one in Greek mythology. Can anyone here name it, though? Does anyone here know of another chicken or rooster from mythology that should be devoured? People are saying eat pepper for Loki. That's also a good idea, but I don't have that. I'm sorry. Eat your liver for Prometheus. I'm not going to eat my liver... Because, you know, I can't bend that way. What do you want me to do? Alright, well, you know what? You know what they say when you don't know what to do? The first thing you should do is devour a child. You know who devoured their own child or served their child to be eaten? Was Tantalus. You know, Tantalus had a son named Pelops, who he fed to the gods. And that's why Tantalus got cursed to be in the underworld and have no food able to come near him. I should be sleeping. Yeah, but instead you're watching this, dude. Yeah, so Tantalus fed his son to the gods, and because of that, he was cursed in the underworld. Every time he reaches for food, it goes away. Same with water. You can eat my liver. Can I eat it with fava beans and a nice Chianti, though? So, of course, in honor of Pelops, we're going to... Where is he? There he is. We're going to eat Pelops. Hey there, Pelops. Doo-doo-doo. There you are. How you doing, Pelops? But you see, the difference with Pelops is he wasn't swallowed whole. He was eaten in pieces. Just bit his little head off. No more head. Hey, now he's like Ganesh from Hindu mythology. I wish I had a little elephant head to put on here. Electrion is the rooster for Greek mythology. You're absolutely right. Thank you for that. All right. So, Pelops, I know you're sad that you don't have a head, but, you know, I need to make sure you can't run away, so... No more feet. He's just a little stump now. A little stump body. No more Pelops. Eat Scooby snacks for the fenris wolf. You guys are weird. You know, I think it's high time we started honoring Dionysus. So, I'm going to open this. Now, for the record, I'm not a career wine bottle opener, so don't take the way I open this as the definitive way you're supposed to open wine. But I'm going to do my best. Alright, so we're just going to stick that in there. Like that. Dionysus, the god of wine. You know what? A lot of people just call him the god of wine, but a lot of people don't know. He's also the god of madness. He had the power to make people go mad or cure madness. He was also the god of theater. A lot of people don't know that. Something I'd say most people know, but not everybody, is that he was also the god of grapes, which, of course, makes sense, because god of wine. Whoop. Oh, shit, the cork broke. Oh, damn. See, definitely don't take what I do as the definitive way to do this. Alright, fortunately, it looks like none of it got in the bottle. So, I'll just have to get the rest of this out of there. Damn, this must be an old wine. I got this from someone else. I said, hey, do you have a wine bottle that I could use for a video? Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Crap. Okay. That, let me get that out of there. Okay, that is... I don't think that's good. Huh, that's weird. Eat a magical deer for Kratos and boy! You guys are funny. Red or white? It's red wine. But I think it's ruined now because I think it's corked. Can wine even get out of that? Yeah, but it's got little bits of cork in it. Oh, God. That is gross. Alright, I'm gonna grab my backup wine. I wanted to open a bottle live on stream, but I just screwed it up. So don't emulate what I do. Do not emulate what I do. Okay. Sorry. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go get something. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, you guys. But, you know, we have to have a glass of wine for Dionysus. Alright, I filtered it through a strainer, so now there's no cork in it, which is good. Sorry about that delay, you guys. Look in his room. What's in the closet? Those are some of my outfits. Those are some old Halloween costumes and such. If you guys want to know what's in the room, you can just ask me. I'll tell you. It's fine. Rainbow pony water bottle? I don't have a rainbow pony water bottle. What are you talking about? Alright, so, for Dionysus, please stop spamming the chat. For Dionysus, a glass of wine. And now also, for Jesus, a glass of wine. That's not bad, actually. Alright. Are those posters on the wall or books? Those are action figures. You guys had a good look at my room, huh? There's not much that you haven't already seen. You're like Athena, god of wisdom to me. Did I get that right? Oh, thank you very much. Athena is the goddess of wisdom, yes. Get some damn snacks. Alright. You know what we should eat now? It's time to vary things up. It's time to really change things with this Horn of Plenty. It's time to eat like we've never eaten before. It's time to eat a boar from mythology. Yeah, here we go. Have you guys heard of, from Greek mythology, have you heard of the Crommyonian sow? Well, it's time to eat a Crommyonian weenie. Oh, thank you for the €5 for that donation, Zokara. Zokara says, hi. Well, hi to you too, you lovely, lovely person. Remember that time you said you wanted to be like Thor? Are you going to eat goats? Wait for it. Alright, so this is the Crommyonian weenie. For anyone who doesn't know, the Crommyonian sow is actually one of the monsters Theseus fought on the way to meet his father for the first time. He fought off several characters, including the Crommyonian sow, which was one of two things. It was either an evil old woman or a monstrous pig. We're going with monstrous pig in this version. So, Crommyonian sow, it's time to eat it. Crommyonian now. I don't know why Theseus didn't just do that to it. Instead of fighting it, he could have just eaten it. You know, would have been simpler. Would have been a whole lot simpler. Alright, we'll wash that down with the blood of Christ. Don't fall over, Horn of Plenty. You have important things inside you. Imagine if the Horn of Plenty fell over. Stuff would just spill out of it eternally. That would fuck shit up. Zokara says, no problem. Thank you very much. Zokara is a very nice person, it seems like. Are you getting ready for Christmas on November 28th? Not exactly. No, not the boars. Okay. I'm getting a sense that you guys are tired of the boars. Like, that you're getting annoyed by it. And I want you to know that your annoyance brings me pleasure. So, it's time to eat another boar. I'm sure you've all heard of Gullinbursti, the golden boar, from Norse mythology, who I just did an art lore video of yesterday, I believe. So it's time for another boar. Now, I was thinking of, like, covering this one in mustard to make it look all golden, but then I remembered I don't like mustard, so I didn't do that. No more Gullinbursti. So yeah, Gullinbursti's gone. No, we're not annoyed. Please eat more boars. Very well. Your wish is my command. It's time to eat Chrysaor, or Chrysaor. Ah! Pull out a giant turkey leg. Hey, once you tell me how a turkey is related to mythology, I will. Oh, actually, there's an Aztec god who takes the form of a turkey, so there, I just gave it to you. Zokara donates again and says, I want more boars. More boars you will get then. It's time to eat Chrysaor. Now, a lot of people know that when Medusa was decapitated, Pegasus popped out of her neck. But did you know also a boy named Chrysaor also popped out of her neck? He was either a warrior, like who ended up wearing golden armor, or he was a pig with wings, just like Pegasus was a horse with wings. Medusa had a thing with wings, so it's time to eat the Chrysaor boar. That was a good dad joke? Thank you. I cover my mouth if I talk while eating. You guys don't want to see that. Alright. Let's drink a little more water. And now, let's not only honor Dionysus, let's honor two other gods who I sadly cannot currently remember the names of because they have really weird names. But did you know that Greek mythology, in addition to Dionysus being the god of wine, they also have a god of mixed wine and a god of unmixed wine. This is just wine, so I guess we're just honoring both of them. I guess this is unmixed. I don't know if it's mixed. I don't know if it was pre-mixed, but regardless, let's just honor those gods one way or another. Some good wine right there. Alright. Now, I think we all know what I should eat next. A boar, you know, because it's been a while. It's been too long since we've, like, enjoyed a good boar. I mean, or we could eat a child, you know? That's another great thing in mythology, is how many children get eaten. It's amazing how common children are eaten in mythology. But regardless, let's start with a boar, because did you know in addition to all those other pigs in mythology, there's actually another flying pig in mythology, and there was a call to it in the Percy Jackson series. Remember the sow who was flying around in the 5th book? Yeah, so this is for that one. Wow, a lot of you guys want me to eat a child. Y'all are freaking messed up, so let's do it. Sure. Another one out of the horn. This one is the son of Lycaon, who was also fed to the gods, because people seem to think it's a good idea to feed their kids to the gods. As punishment for this, Lycaon was transformed into the world's first wolf, and that's where we get the word lichen from, which refers to werewolf a lot of the time. So, Lycaon, here's your little boy, and here's what you did to your little boy. Hey, he's got the problem, not me. I'm just recreating here. Hashtag save the boars. I think Kronos is influencing you to eat kids. Hey, that's not true. I eat kids under my own choice, alright? Nobody controls me. Nobody tells me when I do and don't eat children. That is all part of my own life. It's my life, and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever, and I just want to live while I'm alive. Wait, you have a red Sour Patch? No, I have red Sour Patch Kids, because I'm eating kids, because mythology. Alright, so now, it's time to get something very long-awaited, very, very important, very significant figure in mythology. This one, I'll give you a hint. This is Norse mythology. And I'll give you guys another hint. It's a boar! Yeah, we're gonna eat a boar. Yeah, surprise. Before I eat this one, though, can you guys guess which boar this is? I'm curious to see if anybody knows what boars are left that I haven't eaten. For a catch-up, in Norse mythology, we've already done Gullinbursti and Hildisvini. Does anyone know what another boar is from Norse mythology that I haven't eaten yet? Ew, that's gross. Lamau, only the kids. We love music references. I'm glad you do. Hashtag this is boar abuse. Hey. I'm just trying to make sure you guys don't get bored. I'm horrible. But you know what? Y'all are subscribed, so, you know, you don't seem to have a problem with it. Okay, looks like nobody got it, but it's some decent guesses. The answer was Saehrimnir. For anyone who doesn't know, in Valhalla, every single day, all the Einherjar eat Saehrimnir. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he is a boar that they hunt and eat every single day, and then is brought back to life, just like Thor's goats. So yes, it is time for us to eat Saehrimnir. No more Saehrimnir is Saehrimnir, and he will be a boar no more. Oh. Actually, he'll just get revived tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. Name every single gift the dwarves gave the gods, or you have to down the wine. I like this challenge, actually. Alright. Every single gift the dwarves gave the gods. Well, there is Mjolnir, Draupnir, Gullinbursti, what's Odin's staff called again? Gungnir. Shit, what were the other ones? I know there's at least 2 more, and now I can't remember what they were. I mean, you could also count Gleipnir, since they gave that to the gods for them to tie down Fenrir. You know what? I know I'm missing some, so as per your challenge, I'm downing the wine. Alright, in honor of Dionysus, in honor of Jesus, in honor of the Suntzontatoktin, the 400 rabbits from Aztec mythology who get drunk every day. Yeah, there's another thing for you. Here we go, gonna down the wine. I don't recommend this, by the way. Don't emulate me. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. 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 Oh boy. Woo. Bye, Jasmine. Ooh, I think I have to burp. Ooh. Woo. I think the Norse gods would be proud. I'm probably gonna turn a little red. I usually turn red after drinking wine. Oh, I'm already turning red. It's okay, I have plenty of food to absorb that wine with. I should drink some water. Down the hatch like a champ. Thank you. Who likes American Gods? I still need to read that series. Blade of Olympus versus Gungnir. It's hard to weigh that because Blade of Olympus isn't actually in mythology. But I think Blade of Olympus would win that. I think the big threat against that would actually be Mjolnir, not Gungnir. What do you think about Momus? They're my favorite Greek god. And it sucks that almost no one knows about them. I do know about Momus. And actually, I should do a video about Momus. I think people would be very interested to hear about him. God. Whew. I just need a minute for that wine to set. And you know what's a great way to help wine set? A boar! Yeah, from mythology. Yeah, we're actually gonna eat a boar. I'll bet you guys didn't see that coming. Dude, are you sure you're not part Norse? I'm part Celtic, so there's that. And speaking of Celtic, that's what the next boar is gonna be. It's time for us to eat the Celtic boar, Turk Truth. I'm sure none of you have heard of that guy. So Turk Truth is a celestial boar from Celtic mythology who had a magical comb on his head. He literally got hunted so people could get the comb off of his head. So, Turk Truth, good job guarding that comb. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any comb here, so I'm a little mad at you, and I'm gonna have to eat you for that. Oh. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a lot of pigs in mythology. After all these boars, you're gonna be half boar. How do you feel about American Gods? Like I said, I haven't read it yet. He's turning into red wine. Oh yeah, I'm getting pretty red. It's okay, guys. This is normal. This happens to me all the time when I go to like a party or something and I drink. I'm like, I turn way red before I even start getting drunk. And it makes everyone think I'm already drunk. It's like, it's kind of funny, honestly. This is the most wholesome mukbang. Thank you! I wanted to put my own little spin on it, you know, try to make it, like, fun, like, myth-related, where you guys could learn more myths, hopefully. Oh yeah, by the way, earlier somebody mentioned Electrion, the rooster from Greek mythology, so, in honor of Electrion, another nugget. I think you missed Odin's rings and Sif's hair. Oh, that's right, they did make Sif's hair. And I mentioned Draupnir, though. Like, I think that was the ring. A boar? Oh, I sure didn't see that coming. Of course you didn't. How could you? Alright. And in this horn, now it's time for the final pig in a blanket, and this one is in honor of all the men Circe turned into pigs. Circe had the ability to transform people. That was her big thing. And she believed all men were pigs because she was one of those people, and so she would turn them into pigs. And so I raise my weenie to all the men who died at the hands of that meanie. We will call this the meanie weenie, and we will enjoy it right now. Thank you for the $2 donation, Phantom Ruby Official. Phantom Ruby says, I love the content. I'm a huge Myth fan. That's wonderful to hear. Thank you. Ate a lot of pigs today. Sorry, just swallowing. That sounds so wrong. Hey, don't be all judgy with me. Like when she turned Percy into a guinea pig. I actually thought that was a funny twist on her, where Rick Riordan changed it to guinea pigs. I thought that was funny, and it's a good way that you don't see it coming necessarily, because you see guinea pigs and you think, oh, what are guinea pigs doing there? Have you ever seen or watched the Japanese horror films Tokyo the Last Megalopolis and Tokyo the Last War? If not, give them a watch. Okay, that's interesting. I'll keep a note of that. Have you played Among Us? No, I'm really happy for the developers that it did so well, but it's not my kind of game. Whew. Alright, well, this would not be a mythology mukbang if we didn't find some way to address apples. Apples are a huge part of mythology. Not just Greek or Norse or Christian. They're everywhere in mythology. And it's time that I went ahead, let me just move some stuff here, and got us an apple that I have ready for the mukbang. Where'd the apple go? I don't know where... Did you throw an apple at me?
No, I missed. Let's try that again.
What do you mean, let's try that again? You listen here, young lady. You are not... Hey, no, give it back! Ah! Oh! God! Ah! Get over here! Get over here right now! Get over here right now! Wilda's here. And she threw an apple at my head. Yes, I will marry you, by the way.
What?
Oh, God, let me catch up on these messages. Jennifer MC said, would you ever consider doing more movie reviews like your Halloween review? Yes or no? I love all your content. Yes, I try to do a lot of discussion videos. You got me right in the forehead. No, honestly, I'm proud of you.
You should have foreseen that happening.
No, I do a lot of discussion videos of every time a myth-related movie comes out, I try to do a discussion video. I'm going to do a discussion of Encanto tonight. It's not super myth-related, but it is culture-related. And yeah, if I ever see a myth movie that pisses me off like Halloween did, you'll definitely see more of those rants, and I am trying to do more reviews like what I did with Percy Jackson. You've been appled. My God. Wilda's cameo. Yay.
Apple of Chaos.
And next we have a $50 donation from Sage LG coming back with... Man, Sage LG is just the most generous guy we have. He says, not mukbang related. Well, then why are you here? No, I'm kidding. But I love that in Sleipnir's origin, it isn't started that Loki's the mother of Sleipnir, but it's heavily stated, but it's heavily implied. That's true. They never outright say he's the mom, but you can kind of put the pieces together. I always took it as they did that because they feared what Loki would do to them. Hashtag the ice cream bite is not a controversy. Oh, well, thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed Wilda punting me in the head with this apple. For anyone who doesn't know, that is a Greek courting tradition. So this is her throwing this at me was myth-related. Get over here. Get over here. Be in this part of the video.
Hello.
Hello. So, like, Greeks would, to show affection, they would toss an apple to a girl, and if the girl caught it, it was her returning that person's affection. So, if you recall, we did a video called Greek Courting Traditions, where we thought it would be funny if the if the guy just decked the girl in the face with it. And Wilda enjoyed that video particularly, because she was the one throwing the apple at me. In fact, she put it in her top 10 favorite videos of all time. If you care to see what her other top 10 videos were, we have a whole video of that. But yeah, did you like that? Did you like decking me right in the face with this in front of all the beautiful people?
It was very nostalgic, you know? It's like I re-experienced the joy of that day all over again.
Yes, they enjoyed it. We love the apple. I may be Christian, but it's good to remember our ancestors' ways and be proud. That's true. Wilda throwing the apple is how I imagine the interaction between Eve and the snake went. Hey, there she is. Glad you're both looking happy and healthy.
Hello, DT.
Thank you. You think I'm healthy? My doctor would disagree. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not a thing. Join us as we honor mythology with the munchies. Yeah, honestly, this whole video was an experiment, like, because I thought, you know, if I put a mythical twist on mukbangs, would people like that? Oh, and we got another donation from Zokora. This is like Zokora's 4th donation.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Zokora is
Zokora.
very nice. And if she doesn't catch it, don't worry. She won't remember a thing if you aim just right.
Facts. Facts. We should test that out. I mean, like, how many throws does it take?
No more apples for you. No more throwing apples at me.
I want to throw apples, though.
What do you think of voodoo gods like Baron Samedi and Papa Legba? That's... I actually really want to dive deeper into voodoo. I think voodoo could be a really cool addition to the game.
Oh, we could have had voodoo donuts right now.
Oh! No,
Shout out to LA!
We can't. That's all the way in Universal Studios. How would we get that?
Shipping, FedEx. There's a will, there's a way.
All right. But apples in mythology are a huge thing. Obviously, there's the Adam and Eve story. Some say it's a pomegranate, some say it's an apple.
No, I just remembered a phrase. Isn't there, like, the phrase, like, you're the apple of my eye?
So, to honor Adam and Eve, I'm gonna have to get naked. Oh. You know, it's just part of the whole... No, I'm not doing that. No, I don't need the video.
This is wrong platform.
I don't need the video to
wrong
get...
platform.
If you want that, you go over to my OnlyFans.
Where Andrew will sport just the apple.
What do you call an evil Zeus? Zeus. Isn't that what you call it? So yeah, there's the Adam and Eve story, which I think we all know. And then there's, in Greek mythology, there's a whole bunch of stories. There's the apples of immortality that grow on the Hesperides tree. There's the apple of discord and apples of chaos that Eris has, one that started the Trojan War, and the ones she regularly throws to incite conflict. There are the apples of love that Aphrodite gave to Hippomenes in order to distract Atalanta during their race together. Atalanta, who I mentioned earlier. And I think that's all the Greek ones, but then there's more in Norse mythology. There's the apples of Idun. Because did you know the Norse gods aren't actually immortal in Norse mythology?
I knew that.
Yeah, you knew that. But I'm asking you. Yeah, you don't have to just flex on everybody, Wilda.
I learned that from you.
Can you do more Japanese mythology? I should do more. Oh, another donation from Zokora. Those are selfish donations, just making sure I get more content by feeding you. Thank you. And then there's, the apples of Idun in Norse mythology, because the gods aren't actually immortal. What they do is they eat Idun's apples, and every time you eat one of Idun's apples, you're restored to the prime of your life. Yuki no Sarkel says, where there's a Wilda, there's a way.
That is true. I live that out very much.
That's something I say. Yuki and I should hang out. You know? We would drive you insane with our puns.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah. All right. You want to head back to what you were doing, or do you want to stick around?
I'm gonna drop by later.
All right, if you hit me in the face with an apple, you have to be in at least some of the
Should
video.
I take
That's how
this
it works.
apple back?
It's
and throw it when I make a re-entry?
No!
I will take that apple.
No, I keep you away from apples forever, you freaking monster. Anyway. So yeah, the Norse gods eat Idun's apples to be constantly restored to the prime of their lives. At one point, the apples of Idun were taken by Thiassi, and the Norse gods had to take Thiassi down, and then Thiassi's daughter Skadi was mad about that, so they pulled out Thiassi's eyes and threw them up into the sky and said, "Your father will now watch over you always," which must be really weird when Skadi is on dates. The apples of wrath. Will you ever get into Persian mythology? There are actually 2 Persian videos on the channel, and I do need to try to do more because I have had several fans asking for more Persian mythology. And one of my favorite moments in the channel's history was when I first made a Persian mythology video. Somebody on TikTok commented he said the video made him cry, but not in a happy way, because according to him, no one ever notices or acknowledges Persian mythology, and he was so happy to finally see it. So that made me very happy. Oh, Esther has to go. You guys are awesome. Good night. Thank you, Esther. Thank you for being here. All right, so... Sorry, just making room for the rest of this mukbang. Time to take a bite out of the apple. One for Eve. Apples are healthy. You guys seem like a fun couple. You're so cute. Aw.
Fun fact, this is probably one of the 5 moments I've seen Andrew eat fruit.
Get over here! I'm gonna throw this at you. How about
who
that?
Who has to sit in place during a
No!
video? Who has freedom of
Alright, and then a bite for Atalanta. I'd like to make a formal request for you to cover all mythologies. Okay, buddy, I'm one man. Where do you get your mythology info from? Go to any of my most recent videos, click see more in the description, and click the Amazon list, and you'll see most of the books that I got my information from. Alright, and then a bite for the apple of discord that started the Trojan War. What about Lilith's bite? Oh, that's good. A bite for Lilith. How do you know apples are healthy? You know, this guy's asking the real questions. Sparky, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Oh shit, I didn't think I'd actually be able to say something to the mythology guy. What to say? The irony of that statement. And Zokora's here with another donation. I'm not sure if you ever made a video on it. What are your thoughts on the accuracy of mythology in the game Age of Mythology? Okay, that game is actually my favorite mythology game of all time. It has several inaccuracies in it, though. But I think it's a fantastic introduction to mythologies for people. When I first played that game, I think I was 8 years old, and I only knew Greek mythology. That was the game that got me into Egyptian and Norse. So that was the game that got me into starting to learn more mythologies, and I owe a lot to that game as a result. Alright. I took a bite for the Apple of Discord, I took a bite for Atalanta, and Eve, and Lilith. Okay, a bite for the Apples of Chaos that Eris throws during battles. Lilith reminds me of Lilith from Supernatural. I haven't seen Supernatural, but based on what I've heard, it might be the same Lilith. Hold up, Trojan War started because of an apple? Yes, it did. In the myth, not in real-world history, I'm sure. Alright, and now a bite for the apples of Idun. Can anyone name any other famous apples in mythology? And I'll take more bites if you can. You love Egyptian? Good for you. A bite for Asclepius. Oh, good point. Who's the strongest god in mythology? Probably the Christian one. He's omnipotent. You really can't get stronger than omnipotence. And then a bite for the apples of the Hesperides tree. Johnny Appleseed. You know what? That's a tall tale, so I'll count that as a myth. Good. That's fine. Yeah. Bite for Johnny Appleseed. A bite for Adam as well. That's fair. How's your day been? Oh, you guys are so nice. My day's been okay. I was rushing to get this video ready. So, but now that I'm doing it, I'm having a lot of fun talking to you guys. My dude, you're doing awesome trying to read all this chaos. I love you guys. I really want to try to get back to as many of you as possible. Have you ever read Mayan mythology? Yes, I have. I've done some Mesoamerican videos, and Mesoamerican mythology is going to be in the game I'm making. Though, to be fair, it's mainly going to be Aztec mythology, but I'm going to add more Mayan as I go. Apple of Eden, Apple of Idun. What a coincidence. Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's a really good point. One may have influenced the other. Apple of Eden and Apple of Idun. Yeah, I actually never noticed that. I'm a little ashamed that I never noticed that. A bite so you can find out how healthy food tastes. See what you did, Wilda? Another donation from Zokora. Wow, Zokora's a champ here. If you could choose any mythological religion to be real and the gods existing, which would it be? Okay. So, I guess that's a question with a few possible answers. One is, like, I'm Christian myself, for anyone who doesn't know that. But if Christianity wasn't real, I think I would want it to be real, because I would want there to be a heaven and everything like that. But if I have to pick one of the polytheistic religions, I'd probably pick Hinduism, because that's one of the few mythologies where the gods don't seem to just fuck with people, and good deeds are rewarded, you know? So yeah. I wouldn't pick Japanese, because even though the Japanese gods are cool about rewarding people, I wouldn't want all the crazy yokai to be real. That would be too insane. That would be way too goddamn insane. Sparkle, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I recently played through the game Rise, Son of Rome. I need to play that. And in the game, they tell the story of Damocles. Is that a real Roman myth? I honestly don't know. So, yeah, I haven't heard it, but I haven't gone as deep into Roman myth as I have Greek myth. So, it's not a myth I've heard of, but I recommend looking it up to be sure. Hydelist, thank you for the $2 donation. My friend always beat me in card games. When's yours? We're currently aiming for a March release, but, you know, that's not completely set in stone. If we can launch it with the quality we want to launch it with by March, then we will. But if we need more time to make sure the game is awesome, then, you know, I'll let you guys know. I try to be really transparent with you guys about how things are going, because I think that's the best way to handle it. Like, I just tell you guys what I know. And we are aiming for March, and we did get a graphic artist recently, and he's really awesome. So we think he can be good about finalizing how everything's going to look, and we'll see how things are going. Mainly Wilda found him, though. Like, Wilda's... God, I really couldn't do this without Wilda. Oh, Wilda's happy. I'm only saying that because you're here. I don't say that when you're not here.
So, where's the plug to pull this out?
Get on. Alright, if anyone can think of any more apples, I'll take more bites, but for now I'm just going to set this aside. Alright, now, as someone asked earlier, Thor's goats. Thor does have 2 goats in mythology that he devours every single day, and those goats are named what was the name? Tangrisnir and Tanjoster, if I'm correct. Like, one is Teeth Grinder, and the other is... Honestly, don't remember what the other one's name means, but it's teeth-related stuff. So, for Thor's goats, this is going to be the big part of the meal, I have picked up 2 orders of lamb. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, Thor's goats are from Norse mythology. Why would his goats be in Chinese food containers? Alright, let's get going.
God lives in China.
Thor's goats were made in China, like everything else. So, 1 for his first goat, and 1 for his other goat. And for anyone who's concerned that I'm eating a ton of food, look, these aren't that big. Like, a Chinese food container is typically this big, but these aren't that big. Alright, so, here they are. Just gonna spread them out a little. Alright. I will now devour Thor's goats for all of you. While at the same time still interacting with you guys in the chat. This one's probably going to take a while, so... If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Ice cubes for the goddess Scotty, the goddess of ice and snow. Ha ha ha. Don't you mention Elsa in here. This is mythology. Oh, and also ice cubes for Chione, the goddess of snow from Greek mythology. And Boreas, the north wind. Another donation from Sparkle. Thank you so much, $5. Your knowledge of mythology and your hair. You must be related to Zeus. Oh, no! I don't want to be related to Zeus. 1 for Marvin and 1 for Otis. Yeah, those are the Magnus Chase names of the goats. Thank you for the $5 donation, Just George. Hey, man, love the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Just George. That's really nice. You know, I'm really happy I did this. A part of me was considering not doing it because a lot of people were like, don't do a mukbang, don't do a mukbang. We hate mukbangs. A couple people actually said, I'm going to unsubscribe if you do a mukbang. I went and responded to those people. I said, hey, look, it's not going to be a regular thing. I'm just trying it out. Hopefully... Like, you know, and I do understand people's aversion to mukbangs. I'm not discrediting that. But I'm not gonna, like, destroy myself doing it. I'm just trying to have fun with you guys. Like, you know, I really enjoy this. Look, guys, I didn't eat at all today before this mukbang. So this is basically all my food for today while I talk to you guys. So it's a bonus. I love talking to you guys. Marvin, you taste nice. Do it again? Well, I'll probably do it again next year. Norse god of ice and snow, Ullur. Isn't Ullur the god of hunting? The god of ice and snow, I think, is Skadi. Am I wrong on that? Full disclosure, guys, I don't actually know everything. I'm not omniscient. I only know what I've read. I want to know about Loki's parents. Oh. Well, I know his mother is Lao Fei. And she was a frost giant. And honestly, that's about all I know. You are my favorite YouTuber? Thank you so much, Giovanni. That's so nice. It's so wholesome when people tell me that. Please do Hawaiian mythology. I've done a few. I did a video... I did a fun fact about, I think it was Fun Fact About Moana, was the name of the video. I've done a few videos about Maui, and I did a video about Pele, and I did a video about Kamapua'a. Well, the Kamapua'a is technically a video about both Pele and Kamapua'a, but then I have another video that's just about Pele called Tourist Trouble in Hawaii. Damn, Thor's goats are good. No wonder he eats them every day. Hunan lamb. It's delicious. Love Hunan. Do your best battle cry. Okay. The sooner we finish this battle, the sooner we can go home and go to sleep! That's my battle cry. What, do you want something? You want something?
Talking to.
Who am I talking? I'm on a live video! After all the credit I give you for how supportive you are, you're being so weird. Do you want some of this Hunan lamb?
No, I'm eating.
Oh, you're eating? Oh, we're doing a mukbang. Why don't you come eat with me? God, what kind of mukbang is this? You're eating, that's potential mukbang points off the screen. John Cena, please stop spamming the chat. I really don't like having to ban people. Peanut butter? How is peanut butter mythology related? Wilda, can you do me a favor? Can you get me some more water? Thank you. Oh, another donation from Sparky. Wow, man, you guys are really generous. The mythology guy. 8. Don't actually know everything. Me. He lies! Oh, I think you meant to write, I don't actually... So the mythology guy says, I don't know everything. Me. He lies! P.S. I love your video. Thank you so much. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, this is not the monthly Q&A video. I'm going to do that tomorrow. So you guys get 2 lives this month. I hope you guys are happy about that. Could we get an apple bite for Celce? She's a Brazilian goddess who got pregnant by an apple. I did not know that. Sure, apple bite for Celce. Thank you. But, guys, you know what we haven't honored today? Filipino mythology. And in honor of Wilda, you should be here for the Filipino segment. Come on. Come on.
I'm coming.
Get your ass over here, you lazy fuck.
Oh, excuse me.
You are excused. Now get in here. Get in here.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so, you know the tale of Maria Labo?
Kinda.
It's not...
You know Filipino mythology more than me. A little.
It's funny because you were the one who first taught me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you graduated, you know? You went to the next level.
The student has surpassed the master. Oh, another donation from Zokora. Thank you so much. Steve wishes he could donate, so this one comes from Steve.
Aww.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Well, thank you. That's very nice, Steve. Thank you. Any Jormungandr facts? Jormungandr. Did you know that Jormungandr will kill Thor at Ragnarok? The thing is, Thor will kill Jormungandr, but get bitten in the process, and the venom will kill him. Alright. So, for Filipino mythology, Maria Labo, this is more of an urban legend than mythology.
Yeah, I think this is a spooky tale.
But that's a lot of Filipino myths are a little more modern, so I think you can count a lot of urban legends in the mythology. Maria Labo was a woman who went crazy, and one day when her husband came home, she went insane. That's an inside joke. One day when her husband came home, she made dinner for him, and it was the best dinner she had made. And then he asked where their son was, and it turned out their son, she had cooked him for dinner. So in honor of Maria Labo, here is their child. This little Sour Patch
little
Kid.
Shit? No.
Yeah.
That's their Filipino kid?
Yep.
Oh yeah, yellow.
Yeah. Because
that's
Asian.
me.
Because we're racist on this channel.
Because racism is joyful.
Oh, thank you so much for the $2 donation, Lee Dirts. Is Zeus a bard? And what about Cthulhu? Thank you. I wouldn't call Zeus a bard because he doesn't sing to women before he has his way with them. I do need to do some Cthulhu videos. I've thought of a funny joke for... There's this one Cthulhu character called the Crawling Chaos, and I want to do a video about them. Thank you, Sparky. Again, Sparky is donating constantly for another $5 donation. As a furry... I have to wonder, what are the gods of nature and animals? Okay, well, there's Pan in Greek mythology.
I was thinking Pan.
He's the god of nature and animals in Greek mythology. So he's a big one. So, Wilda, since you're Filipino, do you want to partake in the Maria Labo child?
I'm gonna eat my child,
devouring?
or I'm gonna eat my
Here, like, you bite half of him off, and I'll eat the other half. Here, you'll be Maria Labo, and I'll be the husband.
Alright, I'm gonna bite its head off.
You monster!
I need to be specific, you know?
Alright. Salute!
No, in Tagalog, it's tagay.
Tagay! So you're still teaching me things.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I'm so full.
Mazel tov. You're full. Look how much I still have. I still have all this lamb.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, we're done on the little boars. And now some of you might be thinking, that's a lot of lamb for just 2 goats. Well, let's also think about Amalthea, the goat that raised Zeus as a child. Eating this lamb is also in honor of her.
Aww.
Especially because Zeus ate her after she...
Waffle Colt said, come join us. What would a mythology guy stream be without Wilda? Sorry, I spelled it wrong.
Aww.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's the thing. I love having you in the streams. I think it makes them more fun.
Thanks, Waffle Colt. Oh my god, Waffle Colt, so you have a similar...
I remember Waffle Colt. He's been in previous lives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have a similar name to my best friend in the Philippines. I call her my wifeful.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a combination of waffle and waifu. So I call her my wifeful.
Yeah, she calls her best friend her wifeful. It's funny. Can anyone else name a significant goat? Oh, the Golden Fleece. That's another one from Greek mythology.
Skinned alive, Hannibal.
Uh-huh. Don't you just love Zeus?
Why?
How the goat who raised him as a baby, Amalthea, when he grew up, he sacrificed that goat.
Ah, loyalty runs strong.
What a nice guy. What a man.
Wow. Wilda, he downed an entire glass of wine from said dinosaur. Honestly, I kind of want to do that too. I just want to drink.
I'm sorry, this was the last of the wine.
Damn it! No wine for me.
I fucked up the cork. I had to filter it through a tiny strainer.
Look what this boy did with this cork. You know how you normally like unscrew it and then like pop it up?
Normally.
Look at what this child did.
It was an old cork. It's not my fault. It was a 1987 one. It was a really old cork. It fell apart immediately.
Did you eat this too?
You eat it. You eat it. So, we've gone through so many boars in mythology, but there is one pig left in mythology, but he's a very special pig. He's a god. Pumbaa. Okay.
Kidding.
Anyway.
Hercules.
Anyone who's read Journey to the West, Chinese mythology, knows of the great Zhu Bajie, who is a god. He is a god who can shapeshift, and he is also a pig, because he's a dumbass. He tried to hit on the Jade Emperor's wife.
Oh, I remember this.
And the Jade Emperor went, look, you gotta act like a pig? I will make you a pig. The Jade Emperor is literally the most powerful god in Chinese mythology. You know what he's the god of? The whole universe. And you try to hit on his wife? To be fair, he was drunk. But you have to be pretty damn drunk to be that dumb. Well, he was a character from Halloween Kills. So I'm gonna need you to pass me that. So for all the little boars who are monsters in mythology, we had little pigs in a blanket, but Zhu Bajie is a god. A full god.
Oh, God.
Which means he gets the full dog.
Oh, my
friends.
God.
In honor of Zhu Bajie for his redemption along the journey to the West, we have a whole dog right here.
Hot dog.
Anyway, I forgot last stream, who's your favorite Hindu god? Kali. I love Kali, the goddess of destruction. I love how she defeated Raktabia by eating him. I think that's hilarious. I think that's fantastic.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, how full are you?
9.
9? He has this much left of the lamb.
Help me!
No way, I'm already stuffed.
Why did you eat already? You could have helped me. Actually, maybe more like 8. Least favorite mythology, Scientology. Yeah, that is definitely my least favorite. Sparky's back with another donation, my god. So if the gods in Greek mythology were jerks, why did people worship them? Out of fear.
Better to be
It's
feared
like
than loved.
if an all-powerful god is a jerk, don't you want to not piss him off? Hey, you're a mythology man, right? Make wine like Jesus. I did that already.
Damn it, we should have got another bottle.
Yeah.
You finished a whole bottle of wine? Wow. Hardcore.
I'm special.
Special.
Sahil Shan says, hey, I'm back. Welcome back. Can you do Hawaiian mythology? Okay, I just talked earlier. I did do some Hawaiian mythology. I haven't done a ton, but yeah, I'll try to do some more. I don't make a playlist for mythology until there's been at least 10 videos on it. I think there's been like 5 Hawaiian videos. Can you do anything on the Tuatha De Danann, the Irish pantheon? Yeah. The Tuatha De Danann are the Celtic gods. Mm-hmm. Like, the Greeks have the Olympians, the Hindus have the Devas, and the Japanese have the Kami. The Celtics have the Tuatha De Danann.
Who would you say, I have a question, who would you say is the most gluttonous god?
Me. No, I'm not a god, I'm kidding. Most gluttonous god.
Yeah, their life, they live to eat, not eat to live.
That's actually kind of hard. There are gods who produce food, but I can't think of a god who just stuffs themselves constantly.
Oh, wait! Wasn't there that one creature, I don't know if it's a god,
there's a creature
who was so hungry that it ate itself?
Yeah, in Chinese mythology, the Tao Jie,
yeah.
one of the 4 great evils, but that's not a god, that's a monster.
But was it just hungry?
It was a creature, it was the living embodiment of greed and gluttony.
Oh.
So, it was never satisfied.
Spirit animal.
It ate everything around it, and when there was nothing left, it ate itself.
Interesting.
See what I do for you, Zhu Bajie? Do some Aztec, Mayan, Celtic? What is that, like you want me to do a hybrid religion?
Why not?
There's an Aztec Mayan playlist on the channel. I have done, and there's a Celtic playlist on the channel, so check those out. Greetings from Crete! Oh, yay! The birthplace of Zeus. Oh, no. What are your thoughts on things from Irish mythology, such as Uaith, the magical harp, or Dom? Any fun facts on Irish mythology in general? I want to bump up my knowledge and I'm getting in a minute. I actually have a couple of fun facts in the Celtic playlist. I have a fun fact about Lugh of the Long Arm and breasts.
Breast?
No, breasts. B-R-E-S. No T. And I have some crazy creatures vids over there. Like on the Knuckleavy and the Kelpie.
Love the Kelpie video.
Yeah. Apparently a lot of people did on TikTok. That's got over 1 million views. Thor is a glutton. Good point. Actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
He drank enough of the ocean to noticeably reduce how deep it was.
Oh, I thought that was Poseidon.
No, that's Thor.
That's Thor.
Sparkle says, how do you like my profile pic? I ran out of things to talk about. Thanks again for another donation. Your profile pic looks like a dragon, and I'm a huge dragon lover, so cool. Do you have TikTok? Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you've noticed, but in all my videos there's a TikTok banner. That's because that's where I made them. Mm-hmm. I honestly prefer YouTube, but TikTok's a good place to make the videos. How about facts about the Star Children from Native American lore? I'm afraid I don't know enough about them to give you reliable information. I'm sorry about that. You have taught me more than any book, movie, or teacher has.
Aww.
Thank you. Aww.
That's so sweet.
Thank you. Thoughts on Dionysus? Dionysus is the kind of god whose powers I would want to have if I was a god, as I've said before. Because I would want... remember I told you, I'd want to be the kind of god who gives people a good time. Mm-hmm. Who helps people have fun. Like after, let's say they've had a really stressful week, I'd just pause time for them and say, look, you don't have to worry. Time is paused.
Aww.
Just have fun for, a whole day. Have a good time. And then just go to sleep. You know? And then I'll unfreeze time when you're fully rested and ready to go.
Aw, sweet.
That's the kind of god I would want to be. I'd go to people who really need a break, and I'd give them a break.
So the god of rest.
I want to be the god of, fun, and, yeah, rest is another one. Aww. So I guess I'm a mixture of Dionysus and Hypnos. I'm a wolf lover. That's cool. Kermit the Frog is a god. Maybe to you he is. Have you ever discussed how many biblical angels are described in the Bible? I have not. I could try to do... actually, that would be a good long video, going over all the significant angels and their names and their abilities. Mm-hmm. Like Azrael and Gabriel and Raphael. And
I heard that angels look super different than how they're depicted in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, aren't they, like, beautiful, angelic, and shit like that? But, like, what angels actually look like is, like, scary.
It's been a big meme lately. Biblically accurate angels scare me. Who's your favorite Greek god? Hades. Fun facts about Njord. Njord got his wife because his feet looked good. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me why the fuck they did this, but the Norse gods told Scotty you can pick your husband based only by looking at his feet. And because Njord was god of the sea, he had the cleanest feet, because his feet were always in the water. Mm-hmm. They were completely clean. Clean toenails, clean feet. And so Scotty picked him. She wasn't thrilled with her choice because he was a way older guy.
Aw, that's really sweet. Daphne NCT Zen said, because of your videos, I've been obsessed with mythology and I don't regret it at all.
Yay!
Oh.
Ooh, I'm trying to finish Zhu Bajie here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost done. There's like a fourth left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep putting that wiener.
No more nose for you. You're not allowed to have a nose anymore. Mm-hmm. Fun fact about Heimdall. Heimdall has 9 moms. Did you know that? Mm-hmm.
What?
How the fuck does that work?
Progressive.
But how? How did 9 women give birth to one guy?
Maybe the others are lovers of the one mom.
I like to think they each gave birth to a body part, and they had to stick them all together like IKEA. Like, alright, you put this in the...
Maybe. Sparky VIP.
Sparky's back with $10 this time. Thank you so much. You should make a Discord. I did. Go to any recent videos over the past year and you'll see a Discord link. You should make a Discord where people can talk about stuff, and that's totally not because I like your personality and want to converse with you. Oh shit. Okay, let me scroll back a bit. Or wait, I can just click on the donation here. And want to hold a conversation with you, and yes, it's a furred dragon. The profile pic, nice. Yeah, we have a Discord. Check it out. Go to any recent video we've put up, and there's a Discord link. It should be one of the first links. It is. It's the second link right under the Patreon. Mm-hmm. And for the Q&A we're doing tomorrow, or I'm doing tomorrow, I don't know if you'll be in it or not. It depends on whether you're busy or not. But for the Q&A tomorrow, we do prioritize messages from our Patreon people first. And then we go into the rest of you. So, yeah.
Bye, K-pop weeb!
Oh, he's leaving?
Mm-hmm. Bye, Purple Heart.
Any facts about Bess? Now, Bess, in addition to being...
He's small.
A god of protecting the household, his imagery was used all the time in parties and celebration. So he was believed to be a big, he was a god of protecting the household, but he also liked people to have fun.
Oh my god, he is the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather of Peter Dinklage.
You're just saying that because he's short.
Yeah, and fun. And protect.
Mythology guy. I think he was born 9 times, one for each of the 9 realms. Possible. Talking about Heimdall.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah. I love your videos. How many Greek gods are there? Oh, there's no definitive answer for that.
14
but I can tell you there are 14 major gods. And there are 12 major titans. Then there are several minor titans, about 100 minor gods, and muses and primordials and shit like that. Yeah, so 14 major gods, if that's what you're asking. And you talk about the myth of Cassandra, and I would like to say, thank you for teaching me more about mythology. You make it more interesting than any teacher I ever could have. Aww. Thank you. I believe Cassandra is the woman from... She was a princess of Troy, if I recall correctly. And Apollo... she had the power of prophecy. She could tell the future. But she wasn't supposed to tell anyone the future. But she did. So Apollo said, alright, Now I'm going to curse you with the ability to always know what's going to happen, but no one will ever believe you. So that was the thing. She would know when something horrible was going to happen, but no matter who she told, they never believed her. That was the tragedy of it.
So typical, never believe me.
Well, just a typical, no one listens to a woman. I hope your stomach is okay. Honestly, I'm fine because I've been pacing it out. I've been doing this for an hour and a half, so it's been okay. I've been drinking good water. Mythology guy is the goat. Thank you. I'm eating some goats. I'm trying not to rush this food because I need to pace myself properly. Sparky with another $2 donation says, "No, you have a spending problem." Okay, I'll be honest, I don't fully understand that one.
Look at your room.
Good boy. Mythology guy, I have a dance coming up at my school. Should I wear a shirt that says Dionysus and bring grape juice to shove down everyone's throat?
Yes!
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 That would be hilarious. Bring a toga.
Play shots on like a mini speaker.
I'm glad schools are doing dances again.
Oh, yeah.
I felt bad for everyone who didn't get to have their prom. Favorite Greek god, Hades. I'm leaving. Oh, bye, Stephen Bradshaw.
Steven.
Thanks for joining. A god takes a more human form normally, and a titan takes a more ogre-like form. Okay, possibly. Love your videos. How did the gods decide Zeus was the main god? It's because he saved all of them. Like, he saved his siblings from Kronos, so they pledged their loyalty to him. And then a couple of the titans, Prometheus knew Zeus would win the war, so he recruited some other titans to come pledge themselves to Zeus so that they could get the better end of the deal.
Sounds very
And
political.
then when Zeus won the war, the other gods, like the children of Styx and some other characters, pledged themselves to Zeus because he took over. Like, you know, that's how it worked. Plus, he alone was stronger than all the other gods. The only one stronger...
Why was he so strong? Why was he stronger than all the other gods? He's just born that way?
I guess just born that way. I mean, he was the son of Kronos, who was the strongest titan, and he was the only one who grew up properly, not in Kronos' stomach.
Who birthed Kronos? He was just there.
Kronos was the son of Gaia and Uranus. Greek mythology has a habit of the youngest being the strongest. Kronos was the youngest titan and the strongest of all the titans. Zeus was the youngest Olympian, and he's the strongest of all the Olympians. Yeah. So, yeah, that's why.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. You said Kronos is the son of...
Gaia and Uranus.
So are you saying when they conceived Kronos, time stood still? God of time.
Here you go. Have some water. Come on, in honor of Oceanus, enjoy. Alright, I finished the Zhu Bajie hot dog. I finished eating Zhu Bajie. CX John coming in with a $5 donation. Hey, I saw you were live and I really like your Greek videos. Thank you very much, CX John. That's very nice of you. Mythology guy, me and my friend were arguing on what parents have to do with the outcome of a god's element. For example, if Nyx and Hypno gave birth to Thanatos, doesn't that mean they equal death? I think you've got some incorrections there, though. Hypnos is not Thanatos' father. He's Thanatos' twin brother. And so in Greek mythology, the parent actually has almost nothing to do with their child's power.
Oh, really?
It's amazing. Like,
but wait, weren't Nyx's kids all dark monsters?
The closest one would be Nyx. I was actually going to go into that. Because all of her kids are, like, in some way associated with darkness. And she's the goddess of night. But, like, Zeus is the god of thunder in the sky, and his children are a god of war, a god of wisdom, a god of messages and speed, a god of the sun, a goddess of the hunt. Like, they all have nothing to do with what their father is the god of.
Mm-hmm.
Even Heracles, like his son, is the god of strength, and then Perseus is just like really skilled and stuff. None of his children inherited being god of the sky or god of thunder. It's like mythology just does what it wants to do. DNA means nothing.
Maybe that's because all the DNA mixes together.
Because they're southern.
Cause sweet home Alabama. So the DNA just became random, became like a big Guess Who box.
Are zodiac signs part of mythology? Yes. A lot of them are inspired by myths.
China.
A lot of them come from Greek myths. And then, yeah, there's the Chinese zodiac and the Japanese zodiac, which are practically the same. And then there's also a Native American zodiac. A lot of people don't know about that.
I think I might be a little aware.
So yes, very mythology related.
Oh, Quibill the First said, I completely stopped caring about mythology until you. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad I reignited your interest.
Okay.
I'm fine. It's just the spiciness. Tristan says, who the heck is Balder? Okay. Balder, in Norse mythology, is a son of Odin and Frigg, or Freya, depending on what incarnation of Norse mythology you're looking at. But I'll just say Odin and Frigg. And he was the perfect child. He was the golden boy. I think he's actually where we get the little golden child term from, because he was, like, he shined radiantly, and he was the child they never wanted anything bad to happen to because he was perfect. But there was a prophecy that he would be killed prematurely. So Frigga, in like all her grief, she went and made every single inanimate object and person in the world swear they would never hurt Balder, except for the mistletoe. She just ignored that one. She's just like, mistletoe can't hurt my kid. Which is weird, because it's like you went to everything else. You went to, like, feathers and asked them not to hurt him and shit. And like, the mistletoe's not going to do anything. And when Loki heard about that, he saw it as a personal challenge. So,
challenge accepted.
The god, when Balder became invulnerable to all other things, so the gods for fun would just throw things at him. It was a fun game they would play.
Oh, like when I threw the apple at your head?
Yeah, but they would, like, throw weapons at him because they'd all just bounce off.
Can we do a video like that?
No! No, you evil woman! I will not be your Balder. And then, so Loki tricked another god. Loki took mistletoe and fashioned it into a dart. And he tricked one of the gods into throwing it at Balder during their throwing things thing. And it killed Balder! Whee! So that's who Balder is.
Good night, Hinata-chan 360. He said, or she, good night, mythology guy and his lovely lady.
Aww. Yeah. We've pretty much drained the cornucopia.
That's what you think. The cornucopia is endless in its bounty.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it endless in its bounty?
Yes, don't disrespect the cornucopia.
You're a cornucopia. Because you're an endless bounty.
Oh.
How did Owen get his spear? I think you mean how did Odin get his spear? It was made for him by the sons of Ivaldi, a dwarf. That's how he got it. Christopher the King says, sorry I gotta go, but I promise I'll watch the full video later. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Christopher. Is Percy Jackson the real demigod son of Poseidon? Okay. A few things about that. One, I don't think Poseidon actually existed, so it's like real demigod son, that's not a thing. But also, Percy Jackson is not in Greek mythology, if that's what you mean. The Rick Riordan series is a series completely made up by Rick Riordan. It's something just for mythology enthusiasts to enjoy. It's not an actual part of Greek mythology. It references real Greek mythology a lot. But believe it or not, yeah, Greek mythology did not have New York in it. Nor did it have cell phones or modern-day characters or stuff like that. So in actual Greek mythology, no, there is no Percy Jackson.
Goodbye, not Susie 101. Oh, good night, Mythology Guy and this lovely lady. I gotta go. I love your channel.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah, we've been going for a bit. So whether or not I finish this, it's time to open the last thing. Or not quite the last thing, but the second to last thing.
Ooh, wait. Somebody asked, quick question. Why were the Mayan and Aztec gods or mythology so violent?
I can't tell you why. Like, I don't know what was going through the heads of their priests back in the day. I guess they just had this idea that because the gods are giving them life, they have to give life as a payment for that. That's my personal theory on it. That the gods gave us everything. The least we can do is give them lives. You know, because that's the most a person can
Andrew,
give.
it started with them just being annoyed with one guy.
It's like, oh god, I'm so sick of Phil! Rip his heart out! Ah! What did you do to Phil? It's the gods told me to. Speaking of Aztec and Mayan, that actually relates to this. Oh. Did you know the Aztecs used chocolate as a currency?
Yes.
They really... I'm talking to them!
No, you were looking at me!
Anyway.
Oh.
Sorry. You threw an apple at my face! Fuck you! So, in honor of the Aztecs using chocolate as a currency, we have chocolate right here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is that mythology related? I don't know. I wanted to eat some chocolate. So, yeah, you want some?
So, fun fact, Andrew was gathering all these supplies, and we had to do a quick side grocery trip, because Andrew had a moment of weakness with the chocolate just sitting there on the side.
Listen here. How did you putting my life out there for everybody?
Shh. Just eat more chocolate. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, it's Hershey's. You can't go wrong with that.
Bye, Giovanni Panigan. I have to leave. I really enjoyed the vid. Good night, Mythology Guy and his girl. Bye.
I'm glad you enjoyed the vid. Thank you. Yeah, my mouth's full. Can you read the chat?
Okay. Name, so from Christanos and his last name. Name a non-Greek culture / mythology where many natural elements as well as emotions have been impersonated to entities or godlike creatures. I'm not bragging as a Greek, by the way. I'm just curious. Anton.
Chinese. Chinese has the 4 great evils that represent negative emotions. The Tao Che represents greed and gluttony. The Hundun, or Dijang, represents chaos. Not so much an emotion, but it is a human thing. The Kyonki represents, what's the word? Like being mean, or the Kyonki, the tiger with wings and a horn.
Oh, really?
Represents, like, maliciousness. And then the Tao Wu represents stupidity. These are all negative attributes of humanity represented by these monsters.
What?
These are negative attributes of humanity, and they're represented by these monsters. So there you go, China.
Unknown Gamer asks, how do you feel about modern day paganism and pagans in general?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that paganism is still a thing. I didn't know when I started the channel that there were still people who believed in the Greek gods. And, you know what's funny is when I made videos joking, hey, in Greece, you know, watch out for Zeus, some Greek people commented, you know, we're Christian now. And I was like, I wasn't saying you still believe in this. I was just trying to have fun. But apparently there are people who still believe in the Greek gods. There are still people who believe in the Norse gods. And it surprised me. I had no idea. I didn't know anyone still believed in polytheism except maybe Hinduism. I had an idea that was
Oh, yeah, I knew that was still a thing.
Here, why don't I give you some more room? Yeah, like, I knew Hinduism was still a thing, but I had no idea anyone still believed in Zeus or Thor or any of that. So it surprised the hell out of me, and I was just like, alright. That was just kind of my thoughts on it. Mm-hmm. I personally get a little bit annoyed when, like, people come into my comments and say, hey, you can't make fun of this because people believe in this. It's like, look, there's always going to be someone who believes in whatever you're making fun of. The truth about comedy isn't funny if it's not based on misery. 99% of the time. It is very difficult to find a funny joke that isn't based on misery in some way.
That's why I like throwing that.
And a good chunk of mythology is also based on relatable things or reality. So, like, you know, also one of the things is I usually just, like, reenact exactly what happened in a Greek myth, and that's the whole joke. So when somebody gets offended by that, I'm like, dude, do you know your own mythology? And also, I don't think I'm a hypocrite because I'm Christian and I also make jokes about Christianity at the same time. I've made Jesus jokes and stuff.
Sky Daddy.
I do that because I believe God has a sense of humor. I do. I believe God can laugh at, like, things that have happened.
You think the Sky Daddy has a sense of
Yes,
humor?
I do. I think he could look down and be like, oh yeah, that was an embarrassing moment. Oh yeah. Woo, I wish people would forget about that. You know? But, yeah. So I hope that answers your question. What god did Hercules become? God of strength. Now you can stop spamming the chat. He became the god of strength. What god is god of the dumbest thing? That's hard. There's a lot of...
like the Chinese god of stupidity.
That's not a god, that's a monster.
Oh.
The Greek god of stupidity, Koalamos. God of the stupidest thing. He's literally god of stupidity.
It was named after koalas.
Stop insulting koalas. I love koalas.
They're
She's anti-koala. She's a monster. Samuel Bedsoul with a $10 donation. Thank you so much. Have you ever considered covering modern or modernish myths? Like Paul Bunyan, John Henry, Pecos Bill, Alfred Stormalong, unless you already have. Okay, so those are referred to as tall tales. Those are like recent American, basically modern American mythology. And I like the idea, honestly, stuff like Johnny Appleseed and that shit. It's funny how we call it a tall tale now when we called it a myth 1,000 years ago. But yeah, honestly, I could do that. I don't know if people would be happy to see me play, like, isn't one of those characters like a black guy? I don't know if I could convincingly play him.
Ooh, Mad Iad asked, how did Odin get his ravens? Or crows?
How did he get Hugin and Munin? Actually, I don't think I know. Oh. That's one I don't know.
Okay.
Alright. Well, yeah, sorry about that. Would you make a video on Izanagi and Izanami? There's 2 of them on the channel. Go check them out. One of them's just like a music one, and then the other one's more of a sketch one. So yeah, I have done that. Thoughts on Balbo, the totally family-friendly goddess? I actually haven't heard of Balbo. What mythology is that? I'm curious.
Gref asks, why did Egyptians love cats so much?
I think for the same reason we like them so much nowadays. I think the person who wrote the myths about cats being so sacred was a cat lover who said, don't hurt cats! You have to let them do whatever they want! I honestly believe that. I believe it was someone who just, a cat went up and they were like, oh, I won't let anyone hurt you! So yeah, I think
so basically they were manipulated by cats.
If you found out that all the pantheons existed, which deity would you fear the most? Oh dear God. Literally. Probably some of the Mesopotamian ones, like Pazuzu.
Pazuzu.
I still love that name. Pazuzu. Also, if you're asking what the mythological reason was for Egyptians liking cats so much, it's because they believed Bast was one of their most important gods, and the cats were the children of Bast, so you can't hurt them, or you'll anger Bast. And Bast is literally one of the big protectors of Egypt, so if you piss her off, you're going to screw yourself over. Ooh. I think I should stop here with the lamb. I'm feeling pretty full, and this isn't the kind of mukbang where I'm going to intentionally destroy my body. So, I think I'm going to wrap it up soon, but I am going to try to read some of your chat. Mythology Guy, it won't let me donate anymore. Oh, that's weird. I really do have a spending problem. That's okay. Thank you just for being here. Mythology Guy, because cats are life. Who's your favorite Roman god? I mean, I would have to say Pluto, since Hades is my favorite Greek one. Is Hades the god of death? No, actually, that's Thanatos. Thanatos is the god of death. Hades is the god of the underworld, and a few other things, but Thanatos is the god of death itself. Hey, Wilda.
But Thanatos doesn't kill people. He's the Grim Reaper.
He's the Grim Reaper, basically. Him and Hermes together both deliver souls to the
Are there any gods who just kill you? Like you know what I mean? Your lifespan, and they kill you.
Well, there are beliefs that, like, Grim Reapers in mythology, there are some beliefs that they don't necessarily come they come to take your soul, but they come while you're still alive, like when it's your time. And then they take your soul from your body, and that's what happened. You have more cats than Bast. I don't have any cats. I had one cat in my lifetime, and I loved it very much, but it died. Even though I was allergic to it. It was a stray cat that used to follow me home all the time. And one day I just let it into my house, and it loved me, because I guess I gave it a home. I was allergic to it, but I still loved it. His name was Socks. He was a very good cat. He was an old cat.
Wait, tell him why you named it Socks.
I named him Socks because he had gray fur, but his paws and the area up to here was white. So it literally looked like he was wearing socks. So I named him Socks. Is Hades a bad guy? No. No. Is Hades god of death? I already answered that.
Pseudonym. Do you think you guys will ever make a Discord server? So we actually do. Yeah. Basically, go to
While you're going over that, I'm going to grab something.
Yeah, just go to any normal video on the Mythology guy, open the description, and it should be like maybe the second link there to go directly to the Discord. So yeah, you can hang out with other myth lovers over there.
Just talk to the chat for a minute.
There you go.
I'm grabbing something.
Okay. Hello. Just stepping in for a sec. Oh wow, the chat just went crazy when you left. Everybody's asking so many questions. Wait. Trying to fish the good one. Okay, what's her job? Oh, so there's an interesting question by Daniel Armas. Hi guys. Question. How's Hestia exactly? Like, what's her job? Personality? Is she cruel, childish?
I'll get to that in a second. Hold on.
Okay. What else? Take over. K-Claws, the shitpost.
Hestia's job
is being the bestia?
Yes. Her job is basically to keep your hearth and home as homey as possible. She, to make you feel...
Whoa! Could Hestia and Bess be like the best?
I think
the best friends!
Yes, they would be.
Hestia and Bess
she's the caretaker of the home.
She's
the caretaker of the home, and he's the protector of the home. They'd be a perfect duo, honestly. I think they would get along great. Hestia and Bess become the bestia. That's their couple.
Got you, Daniel.
Alright, so guys, before we wrap this up, there's only one way to end a food-related video on the Mythology Guy channel, and that's with the biggest controversy ever to hit the channel. The power that I have that ascends me above all others. The power to bite ice cream. The same kind of ice cream I bit once before in front of you all. Do you doubt my power?
Are you proud of yourself?
Are you proud of me?
You have to eat the rest of that in one bite, like the top part.
Okay.
Do it.
What mythological creature would be your pet? Probably Cerberus. I like dogs.
Okay. Do
right.
it.
You think I can clear this whole chocolate part in one bite?
Yes. Damn, boy. He did it! Woo! Are you okay? Blink twice if you're gonna make it.
Cold.
Oh no. Samuel said pain.
I'm just looking, some of it fell on my hands, so I was licking that off. So yeah, I cleared a lot in one bite. Ooh, that was a lot of ice cream in my mouth at once. Bow down to the almighty god of ice cream. How else do you eat choco-covered ice cream, guys? That's what I was asking. I was so shocked when I bit into a drumstick. I was like, how are you supposed to eat a drumstick otherwise?
Lick it.
You just lick the chocolate shell until it melts.
Echidna is definitely similar. So Lincoln Graveman said, Echidna is definitely similar to Tiamat. Prove me wrong.
Tiamat?
Tiamat.
No, there's nothing to prove wrong. You're right.
Nah. The almighty god of ice cream!
Alright, finish it off.
Andrew, the YouTubian god of ice cream.
You realize I basically ate that whole thing in 4 bites.
Rockstar.
I challenge you all. No, don't hurt yourself.
No. Ice cream challenge, hashtag.
Please don't. That actually hurt me a little. I felt all that. When I bit all of that, it was like so much cold around my gums. I was like, is this what people feel when they bite ice cream?
That is what people feel. You get it.
But I could still handle it. I still powered through because I'm strong. I don't have a lot in this life. Let me have this. Dylan Jones, thank you for the $5 donation. Have you played the Bayonetta games? Not yet. I want to stream them eventually for you guys. Those are games where you play as a witch.
Huh.
What was the first Greek god? Chaos. Chaos was the primordial god of, well, you guess. What do you think Chaos was the god of? No, he was the god of tables. No. Have you played Smite? Yes, I used to. And at one point I will play it on the channel for you guys. Alright. I am full. I'm not going to eat any more food. I'm sorry, I didn't finish the goats, but I did finish everything else. I guess this is a bad ending. But yeah, I'm not going to hurt myself for this video. It's too much food.
Aw, Skeleton Freak 86 said, today after a lot of crying, a compilation of you made me laugh. Thank you. Also, depression took live of mythology away, and you bringing it back a bit. Thank you. Though the ice cream is a big no.
I think he means to say the depression took the love of mythology away a bit, and you brought it back.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Skeleton Freak 86. That's so sweet. Who do you think is the strongest deity from all pantheons? As I said, I personally, and I'm not just saying this because I'm biased because I'm Christian, but I honestly think the Christian Judas God is because he's omnipotent. Like, omnipotence means you can literally make anything happen. You can't really beat that, right?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he's omnipotent and all-knowing, but that doesn't mean he's the most powerful. You know what I mean?
Well, omniscient means all-knowing, but omnipotent means all-doing. You can do anything.
Right.
Remember, a lot of people confuse the two. Omniscient means all-knowing. Omnipotent means all-doing.
Okay.
All-powerful.
But I did ask you a good question before. I was like, who do you think would be more powerful? God of China?
The Jade Emperor. Yeah, because he's kind of omnipotent too, because he's the god of the universe. I'm just going to say that's a fight I would be interested to see. Jade Emperor versus Shiva versus Chaos versus Jehovah. Let's see how it goes. Or Yahweh, depending on which version. Like, some say Jehovah, some say Yahweh is the name of our God. I just call him God. Alright, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. Yeah, omnipresent means all presence. Like, you're everywhere. Yeah.
That's what my stalker says.
Alright, you better expect me to make you down another glass of wine next mukbang. Alright, did you guys enjoy this? Is this something you guys would want to see again next November? Because I'm not going to do it again, but I'm not going to stuff myself constantly. I'm going to make this maybe an annual thing if you guys really like it. Who is worse than Zeus? Again, Pazuzu. Should I get the Iliad and the Odyssey or Prose Edda? Oh, that's a hard choice. Iliad and the Odyssey are like the Trojan War and Odysseus' journey, and Prose Edda is Norse myths. So it's like, it depends which mythology you're more interested in, really. If you're more interested in Greek, go with the first two. If you're more interested in Norse, get the Prose Edda, and maybe also get the Poetic Edda.
Someone asked... I lost it. Damn.
Sounds like a perfect plot for Smite 6, or SMT 6, the gods fighting.
So when Daniel Latif bin Raduan asked, could Sun Wukong beat Zeus? I almost said Jesus.
You know, it's possible with the amount of powers Sun Wukong has.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think he would beat him out of, like, brute force necessarily, but he's very tricky.
You know, I could see him defeating Zeus.
Yeah.
He outwitted the god of the underworld, and he defeated the entire army of heaven on his own. So, you know, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say Sun Wukong would find a way to beat Zeus.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Zeus shoots thunder at Sun Wukong,
whip.
just lightning rods with his staff.
That'd be cool.
I could see that. That's a fight. That would be amazing. All mythology is fun. I agree with you. Good night, mythology guy. Thank you. Pazuzu is king of the southwest wind. I'm talking about Pazuzu from Mesopotamian myth. Zeus is misunderstood.
I was laughing reading
He has
that.
to force himself on women to recharge his lightning bolts.
For sure.
You know what?
Sure.
You have fun with that, Zokora. If you had to write a story about Greek myths, what would you write about? I always thought it would be cool to have a story where the gods have lost all their power and they're existing in modern day. Like, they're in, like, a little town, and, like, Zeus is the mayor, and, like, Hades, like, owns the banks, because he was also a god of wealth, and, like, Pan is the zookeeper, and, yeah, like, stuff like that. Athena is, like, the town sheriff, and Ares is, like, the town bad boy, or something. And, like, you have, like, these reincarnations of the greatest heroes from Greece go to this town. They don't know who they are. And they are what starts to awaken the mythical power.
That's
back
cool.
in that land. And there's a prison in the town where the Titans are still locked up. And the Titans remember who they are.
That's so cool. I'm getting chills.
Gods.
I want to see that.
Hey, guys, if you help me get super successful, we'll pitch this to HBO and see what happens. Yeah, so that was an idea I came up with a few years ago.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. And, yeah, this whole stream we've been honoring the water gods. But yeah, alright, is it true that an invading army strapped cats to their shields and won because of that? I've never heard of that.
Weaponized pussy.
Whoa! A donation from Anthony Towner, $10. Thank you so much. Can you do a video on Aphrodite's origins and the Phoenician goddess widely worshipped as Astarte, and was also worshipped as a goddess of the sea and of seafaring, and also worshipped as a goddess of war? Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You know what? Yeah, I could try to do that. Later after this stream, I'm going to go through the chat again and see if there were any requests. And yeah, I'll make a note of that. That's that could make a really interesting video. What happened to Sun Wukong at the end of the Journey of the West? I think he gained enlightenment, didn't he? You are my favorite god. I'm not a god, but thank you. I really appreciate the sentiment. Sounds like you'll be writing a novel after the card game. There's a lot I want to do. There's a lot that I really want to do. I want to make video games, I want to make tabletop games, and I want to eventually make movies if I can. And maybe one day we'll create, after the people get tired of the Marvel universe, we'll make the Mythology cinematic universe. I would love to do that.
That'd be cool.
That would be amazing. Because I actually have a lot of ideas that I think could really work well.
He does.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
Yeah. She always supports me and she always props me up. I'm very lucky to have a partner like her. So yeah, I think we should wrap it up unless there's anything. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I'm stuffed, guys. I can't eat any more food. It's been 2 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be doing the live Q&A for this month tomorrow. Tomorrow around 4 or 5 p.m. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to do. Because on the 30th, I have to go to Shane's. It's for the Percy Jackson review.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm working on that. I know everybody wants to see that. I really want it to come out good. So you know, yeah, I'm going to Shane's to do some stuff for that review. And hey, we got another donation. Okay, well, I won't ignore that. Thank you again, Anthony Towner, for another $10. What are your thoughts on Baba Yaga? I personally think she's a long-forgotten Slavic goddess. Sadly, a lot of Slavic deities were forgotten. I think Baba Yaga is, like, an incredibly unique character. She's a witch who is always, like...
A house?
She's... What?
Isn't she like a witch house?
No, she has a house. I love her.
Legs?
Yes, she's a witch who has a giant spoon, and she's always in a cauldron, and she uses the spoon to, like, row herself in the cauldron on land. And she lives in a house that stands on 2 giant chicken legs. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. If you think she's long forgotten, check out, I think it was Rise of the Tomb Raider has a whole Baba Yaga expansion, and I loved it.
Also in Star Wars, the AT-ATs inspiration.
You mean the ATSTs?
Yes.
Yeah. You're thinking of the camels, the AT-ATs. Yeah, ATSTs are basically Baba Yaga's house. I love that. Oh my god, I never noticed that. I love them even more now. Hold on, I gotta. Can you grab my ATST?
All right.
It's. Oh, it fell over.
Oop,
okay,
of
I got
course
it.
Did little chicken legs.
Look at it. Yeah, the little Baba Yaga house.
I don't think they can.
I wonder if that's what inspired it. It really looks like.
I've always thought that
Yaga's
these look like little
house.
chickens.
Oh my god. Oh, and we got a $5 donation from Confluence. Have you ever heard of the Arabic myth Bahamut? Yes, I have. It's a giant fish carrying an ox that's carrying an angle that carries the world. Yes, I have heard of that. It's kind of funny. I did that one. Yeah, so we're caught up on the super chats. Okay, guys, we really do need to wrap it up, but thank you so much for your very generous donations. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for just all your wonderful support. I'm full, I can't eat anymore, but if you guys want to talk more, I'll be here tomorrow around the same time to do the proper live Q&A, because I don't consider this a replacement of the Q&A. This is an addition to the Q&A. So I hope you guys had a great time, and that's where I will focus a lot more on answering the questions of the chat. So I hope to see you guys there. Whew, God, I'm so full. All right, I'm going to go for a walk. Okay, one last super chat from Anthony Towner. My GF and I love your videos, man. Have a great night. Thank you so much, Anthony. All right, and we love all of you guys. Thank you for making the channel what it is today. You guys are the best. We're very lucky to have an audience like you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Whew.